Hey everyone, how's it going today? It's Nikki here. So, we are Wednesday right now. Happy friggin' hump day. It is the end of the day. I'm home, I've had a couple tokes, and I am ready to curl up and go to bed over there. But before I do that, I still have to record today's video. So what's going on today? Well, we're gonna do a little kind of ranty update thing. The main topic is why I go to the bar, but we're also gonna check on how I've been this past week and potentially before that. Because I'm sure by now we've all realized I go through many roller coasters. Like, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down. I'm tired right now, but that is okay. So I'm actually feeling pretty good, and it's been a good week, and I don't know what it friggin' is, but I've been getting up in the morning, and that's crazy. Not like getting up, but like kind of getting up, I guess we'll say. Monday, I don't remember what time I woke up Monday, but Tuesday and today I woke up in the morning. So yesterday I woke up at the first time being like 8:30 and then like 9:30, and then I finally got out of bed at 10:30. But today I was out of bed at like 10 o'clock and I was up at like 7 o'clock. I woke up at 7 o'clock, went back to bed, and today I had a timer alarm thing going off every 15 minutes because I wanted to be up by 9 o'clock. Because last night I did make plans. So I went to bed and a guy sent me a message. This is Hotel Guy. So I've talked about him in 2 videos or 1 video. I think only 1 video, but I'll link it down below. Hotel room recaps, Rants with Nikki, or something along that lines. But basically, he sent me a message last night and he said he had to come up to Fredericton for work today. So he was going to be in Fredericton. He had to be at work by 10 o'clock. So he was going to come to my house at 9 and then we were going to hook up. So I was like, okay, I have to be up and ready for 9. It didn't happen. But that's okay. So my alarms went off every 15 minutes from 7 to 9, and I'd turn them off and go back to bed and turn them off and go back to bed and turn them off and go back to bed. And then around like 9 o'clock, I looked at my phone and I was like, okay, I still haven't got a message from him. Sleepyhead me was like, the logic I was thinking was, I haven't got a message from him. He didn't send me a message saying he's on the highway or he's on his way or he's leaving Moncton. So like, you know what? He's not coming. I'm going to bed. So I didn't get up and start getting ready. And really, I didn't have to do much to get ready. All I had to do was shave and sweep my floor. That was it. And mop my floor as well. But that's really not that much. Would have took maybe 5 minutes. Also could have thrown a quick shower in there to wash off any sweat from sleeping throughout the night. So maybe like 10-15 minutes tops. He sent me a message at 9:05 saying, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And at that point in time, I had gone back to bed. So my first instinct when I got that was, and I put my phone down and I went back to bed and I closed my eyes for like 2 minutes. And then I was like, wait, he said he'll be here in 5 minutes. I gotta answer this. So I picked my phone up and I was like, can we reschedule? Actually, sorry. I don't know exactly what I said, but I was basically like, yeah, can we reschedule or something like that? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure, why, is something wrong? And I was like, oh, no, nothing's wrong. Just like, I honestly kind of thought you weren't coming, so I went back to bed and I'm just kind of waking up now. And then I sent that message and I laid down and I was thinking and I was like, it'll take him 10 minutes to get here. I can get ready in 10 minutes. So I woke up and I quickly sat up and I was like, wait, never mind. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be good. See you then. And then he said I already called work telling them I'd be there soon. So he can't. But he still brought me over a coffee because before I went to bed, I was like, can you please bring me a coffee, Daddy? So he sent me a message and he was like, do you still want your coffee or like not? And I was like, no, I'll still take it. Like, yeah, I'll come down. I'll give you some change for it. He's like, no, don't even worry about it. Like, it's totally all good. And I'm like, I feel bad. So while I was outside getting my coffee, we made plans that he'd come over after work, after I slept a little bit and woke up some more. And then something happened at work, or it was all chaotic, and he had to just leave to go home. I think he might have been a little butthurt that I couldn't get up in the morning. But he asked me to get up and be ready for 9 o'clock. Like, really? It's me we're talking about. 9 a.m. That's too much of a struggle. I can wake up at 9, but I'm not going to be ready at 9. I'll be ready at like 9:20, 9:30. I really should have just got up at 8:30 because I woke up multiple times. Like, I was up at 7 o'clock and I hit not snooze. I hit stop. That's the one. And I went back to bed. So, like, ugh, I done goofed. I should have got up. I know. I should have been an adult. But my bed was comfy and it was cozy. But that's okay. Because, I mean, this is the second time we've hooked up? Third time? I don't know how many times we've hooked up. We've either hooked up twice or one, or other way up. Sorry, I'm a little bit baked right now. But we've either hooked up twice or 3 times. So, there was the time at my house, and there was the time at the hotel. And I want to say there was a time before my house, but I can't remember. And if he sees this and he's watching this and he's like, you can't even remember how many times we've... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know we've hooked up at least twice, so, like, that's a thing. So after he gave me his coffee, I told him at that point in time I only had 1 client booked in for work. And since that point, I have gotten other people booked in, and I ended up having to go into work for 4:30. But we'll get into that later. So, actually, I guess it's just going to be kind of a recap about today, and we'll talk about why I go to the bars later in another video. So I only had a client at 6 o'clock when he came over to give me my coffee. So I was like, okay, well, as of right now, I'm not working till 6 o'clock. So when you're done work, just send me a message and then you can come over and then we'll hook up then. And then you can leave, I'll get ready for work, and then I'll go into work later. So that was gonna be my day. And then something came up at work on his end, and then he sent me a message around like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Because I sent him a message at like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, being like, hey, how's work going? Just checking in. And he came back and was like, sorry, something came up. I got a jet or something. He said something. He had to bounce back to Moncton. So he peaced. And then now it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sitting down. No, we're not 4 o'clock yet. So today I had 3 clients booked in for work. I had a 4 o'clock. Sorry, no. I had a 4:30. I had a 6 o'clock. And I had a 7:30. The 6 o'clock and the 7:30 had been booked in since, like, probably, like, 12, 1. I don't know. But I was still good for the hanging out with hotel guy. But he had to go back to Moncton. So there was about an hour in between after that. And then I sat down at 3:45 because 3:45 was the 45-minute cutoff for my 4:30 appointment. See, this has all been dealt with too, so, like, there's no issues or anything. So yeah, after he had to bounce back to Moncton, there was probably about an hour, hour and a half time until the cutoff for my 4:30 appointment. Because my appointments have 45 minutes. So after 45 minutes, people aren't allowed to book in for that slot. So for example, if the appointment time was 2 o'clock, at 1:15, 2 o'clock becomes non-existent. I mean, it doesn't block off of the schedule, like, it's still an open appointment slot, but it's just you can't book into it. So it's still there, but it's not available. It's just because it gives the therapist time to get to work or get ready for the client. Because if there's no slot, if there's no clients there, then you don't have to be there. So, like, if there's no clients booked in, I'm home chilling. So at this point in time, I didn't have anyone booked until 6 o'clock. So I was like, okay, I'll probably, shit, not what I was gonna say, sorry. I was changing things up as I was in the middle of saying a word. Not what I was gonna say at all. But I'm probably gonna leave that in because that was kind of precious. My first client was at 6 o'clock, so I figured I could probably start getting ready around 4:30. So I hadn't shaved or showered or done anything at that point in time. I'd been spending the day cleaning, like, I swept and mopped downstairs, I did the dishes, I did the counters, I did the stove, I did the table, I swept and mopped the whole room, which is going to be a bedroom soon, I swept and mopped my room upstairs, I did laundry, laundry's all folded behind me and hung up too, which rarely happens, so, like, I had quite the eventful day of being, like, productive and cleaning my house. So I wasn't taking care of my body. So at this point in time, I hadn't showered, I had danced, I had been sweating all day because it was hot as balls out. And no, I'm not complaining about that. It's beautiful. I don't like being sweaty, but I love the heat. So that's a thing. But yeah, so I was just kind of like stinky and scruffy, and hair was like this. So like, it's not really that bad because it's not that bad of a mess because it's kind of like in a ponytail, so it's at least controlled, but if I let it down, it would be everywhere right now. So I was gonna have a shower at like 4:30 and start getting ready for my 6 o'clock appointment. And then 3:45, no one had booked in for my 4:30 appointment, so that one was cut off. But 4:08 rolls around and I got a message on my phone, and I almost didn't even look at it because of the 45-minute cutoff. I was like, well, I mean, I don't have to run into work until 6 o'clock because like there's no client there. But it does happen sometimes where someone will call in and someone doesn't really look at the time, especially with Booker on our computer, because I don't know if it's just our computer or if it's Booker in general, but there's this red line that goes across the screen that tells you what time it is, and that red line is not always the correct time. So sometimes you have to refresh Booker to get the red line to be the accurate time. So if it's showing the wrong time and you don't look at the clock at the bottom screen, it might not show the correct time, which is kind of a pain in the but it's just kind of like how it works. So 4:08 comes around and someone books in for 4:30, and I hear the ding, and I'm like, okay, it's just a text message. I'm cleaning right now. I'll worry about it later. And then I hear the whoosh, and I'm like, because the whoosh is an email and the ding is a text. And when I hear ding and then whoosh, it means someone booked in for an appointment, because I have the Booker app on my phone so I can check Booker on there. And then I also have email notifications for when someone books in. And then I have text message notifications for someone books in. So when my ringtone is on and I get a client book in at work, it's going to send me two notifications at the same time. One going through text message appearing as a text, and one to my email appearing as an email, letting me know that I have a client booked in. And I wasn't going to check it. I wasn't going to check it because the 4:30 appointment was already cut off. Cuts off at 3:45. We are 4:08. So there's no way anyone could book in for the 4:30 appointment. No, it doesn't happen. No. But it does happen sometimes. So I had that inkling feeling in my gut, like, oh, I don't think that's someone else booking in for another day. I feel like that's an appointment coming up that I'm gonna have to run to work into now. And I pick up my phone and I look at it and I'm like, yep, okay. So I called work and I was like, at first I was gonna call work and be like, I can't make it into that appointment. Like, there is not enough time. But I was like, you know what? I've gone in scruffy. I've gone in a mess. It really doesn't matter. Like, it's just frustrating. So it was that initial kind of like panic, like calling work. So my coworker picks up the phone and says the little spiel, and I'm like, hey, it's Nikki. I'm just wondering, I'm just checking. And I'm like, hey, it's Nikki. I'm just checking because I just got a notification that you booked me in for 4:30. Is that right? And she's just like, yeah, there's a client in for 4:30. And I'm like, okay, it's 4:08. I don't know if I can make it in time. And she's like, oh, sorry. And then I put the phone down and I'm thinking to myself, okay, like, quick shave. How bad do I smell? Oh my God, I smell atrocious. Plow on deodorant. I procrastinated getting ready because I was just busy getting my house ready. Which really isn't an excuse because I could have got ready in the morning when I first got up at 9 o'clock and he brought me my coffee. And I drank coffee and went back to bed for another hour. Like, really? Rar. Anyways. Oh, I was a mess when I went to greet him. Like, my hair was in a French braid and there were, like, pieces coming out on the side, which was probably, like, the cute kind of messy hair, and that was good. But my shirt was inside out and the tag was sticking out on the side, like, right here. I guess it's on this side right now because it's the right way, but yeah. So it would have been, like, down on the side of the shirt where the seam is, down by my hip. So not even hidden by my arms, just dangling there for him to see. So yeah. I mean, in my defense, I was naked when he said here, and I was like, shit, I need clothes. But I switched it around before I went to work. And then I ran into work and I did my 3 treatments and came home, had some tokes, and here we are now. So, that has been my day so far, my semi-crazy hectic day. And it's weird because it has been a long day and I was super tired before recording, but now I'm super energized and super ready to go. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. I'm going to be ending it here, and if you've enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below, and why not comment something to make it a triple threat. Who doesn't like a triple threat? My triple threat for the day is I had 3 clients today. I've used that so many times probably already. Probably actually twice only, so this is my 3rd time using it, so this is my triple threat worthy of using it as a triple threat. And bam. It's gonna be so hard to come up with triple threats for the rest of my life. It really shouldn't. I should probably just sit here and make a list of triple threats that I can use when ending my videos for the next couple years, so that I'm always prepared for it. But for now, I guess I'll see you in tomorrow's video, whenever I upload it.